Hokie Stone takeoff initially from Skanska's side. We'll put out the bid package to the subcontractor. They'll have a preliminary schedule with it. They'll know exactly durations on the days that they have per elevation, what they need to supply as far as scaffolding, forklifts, etc. All that. We'll work with them in the bid process through actual install on the wall and keep track of Hokie Stone production per day, per elevation, and then basically backtrack it towards the schedule. And we'll also do QA QC as far as Hokie Stone tracking on deliveries, just the install in general, all the other accessory items that go along with it.
Okay. And then Virginia Tech's standpoint?
From Virginia Tech's standpoint, and I speak not as a Virginia Tech employee anymore, the Hokie Stone is quarried by Virginia Tech, is owner furnished, contractor installed, and you yield approximately 35 square feet of wall per ton of stone. And the stone comes to the contractor palletized in approximately 1 ton pallets. And that's how Virginia Tech then sums up the Hokie Stone requirements for all its projects and knows what its quarry has to produce in order to be able to supply all of our contractors with the stone as needed.
And in regards to running the numbers, then the individual subcontractors, what's their process?
Well, the individual subcontractor can do a takeoff on square feet. That's the way he's going to bid it. He knows approximately how many square feet of stone a typical mason can lay in a day's time. Then from those numbers, he knows approximately how many masons it's going to take given the duration he's provided by the subcontractor. And with that, he's going to know how much scaffold he needs, how many laborers he needs on his team, how many forklift drivers, etc. And then he will add the cost of the other materials like mortar, stainless steel ties, weeps, and those types of items into his total bid.
Great. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I think that'll probably be a whole lot more than most anybody, including Bruce, wants to hear.
Nice. Thank you. All right, so how is the weather affecting you today?
It's kind of slow us down. It's hard to do anything when it's raining, and as far as masonry, because you're using mortar and materials doesn't work good when it's wet, things like that. So just kind of slowing us down a little bit.
How long has this CMU part taken you? How long have you been working on this?
Well, we've been working on this, this is actually the third day we've worked on it. We worked on it 1 day last week, and we had to pull off, and then we came back yesterday and done this part yesterday, and then we'll be on it for another couple of days probably.
Now, is the same people that you have here today going to be the ones that will be working the stone later in the week?
Pretty much. We might have a few others, but most of us will be doing both. We'll be doing laying the rock and the stone and the...
Do you know how long this project is anticipated to take?
Probably the total process, probably the rest of this month, September.
And in regards to working with Hokie Stone, what would you say the hardest part is?
The hardest part of working with stone, I don't know. It's probably the lifting it and the weight of it. It's heavy material to work with.
What are some of the materials that you use out here for resources for to work with the stone?
Well, for the stone we use just the mortar, which is in bags. We usually use a silo. We have a mix that we use for that, and that's pretty much. And of course, we use wall ties and ties to tie it to the block. And that's pretty much it.
Do you have to use hammer and chisels?
Yeah, we use chisels. We have to face the rock with chisels, and then of course we have the guys that lay it, and you have the guys that cut it and get it ready for us, and then we have layers that lay it.
Now, is there anyone from the university that comes and checks to make sure that you're giving it the proper look and all that?
Basically, WDP is involved in the look and the structure as we build it. I think they'll be out inspecting it. I don't know about this project, but other projects they're usually out inspecting it and checking it out, make sure it use the same mortar joints, same type of mortar, and different things like that.
Did you have to get your mortar approved for this project, the color of it and components?
Basically, we're using the same that we've been using. It's a Hokie Stone standard that they use this pre-mix mortar from, and we use that's what we use, pre-mix.
What does that piece do that you just installed? Okay. Keeps it from falling off.